John Gotti was a name whispered with a mix of fear and respect in the bustling streets of New York City. From a young age, John learned that power was not given, but taken. He grew up in a tough neighborhood, one where loyalty was currency and survival a daily struggle. John, with his quick wit and natural charisma, quickly distinguished himself. His childhood friend, Angelo Ruggiero, was always by his side. Angelo was fiercely loyal, a brute force to John's sharp intellect. Together, they navigated the complexities of their world, forming a bond that would be tested by ambition and danger. John's reputation grew. He was known for his impeccable style, always dressed in the finest suits, even when others around him were not. This earned him the nickname, the Dapper Don. But beneath the polished exterior lay a fierce determination and an unyielding will. John wasn't afraid to challenge the status quo. As he rose through the ranks, his methods became bolder, his presence more commanding. He made alliances, but also formidable enemies. Angelo, though often impulsive, remained John's most trusted confidant, executing his orders with unwavering devotion, even when it meant getting his hands dirty. Their ambition knew no bounds, and soon, John's gaze set on the very top of the criminal hierarchy. He saw weaknesses in the old order, opportunities for a new reign. He believed in a different kind of power, one that was seen and respected, not just feared in the shadows. This philosophy, however, put him at odds with the established bosses, who preferred discretion and the quiet wielding of influence. The tension in the city grew thicker, a palpable anticipation of change. Whispers turned into murmurs, and murmurs into open speculation. John, ever the showman, relished the spotlight. He believed that visibility was a form of strength, a way to command respect and instill fear. Angelo, ever the loyal enforcer, ensured that John's will was carried out, often through means that were less subtle. Their actions, increasingly daring, drew the unwanted attention of law enforcement, making them targets. The FBI launched a massive investigation, determined to bring down this flamboyant figure who seemed to defy the rules. Wiretaps were placed, informants recruited, and every move John and Angelo made was scrutinized. The walls were closing in, but John remained unperturbed. He had a deep sense of loyalty to his men, and expected nothing less in return. His crew was his family, and he protected them fiercely. One fateful evening, a decision was made that would forever alter the landscape of the criminal underworld. John, with Angelo by his side, made his move. The established boss, Paul Castellano, was eliminated in a brazen public display, sending shockwaves through the entire criminal network. This act cemented John Gotti's position as the new boss, an audacious takeover that redefined power in the city. His reign was marked by a constant cat-and-mouse game with the authorities. He was acquitted in several high-profile trials, earning him another nickname, the Teflon Don. Each acquittal further fueled his legend, making him appear invincible to both his loyal followers and his frustrated adversaries. Angelo, always present, celebrated these victories with a boisterous enthusiasm that often contrasted with John's more composed demeanor. But the pressure of constant surveillance and legal battles began to take its toll. The glamour of power slowly gave way to the weight of its consequences. The government, undeterred by their previous failures, intensified their efforts, using new tactics and more sophisticated surveillance. A key betrayal from within his inner circle ultimately led to John's downfall. His seemingly impenetrable world began to crumble. Angelo, despite his unwavering loyalty, could not prevent the inevitable. The tapes, recorded by an informant, provided irrefutable evidence. John Gotti was finally convicted, stripped of his power, and sentenced to life in prison. His reign, once so dominant, had come to an end. From behind bars, his influence waned, but the legend of the dapper Don continued to echo through the streets he once commanded. Angelo, too, faced legal troubles and health issues, his once robust spirit diminished by the loss of his friend and the collapse of their empire.